Guys, Mike from Pattern Traders. Real quick, indicator video. Should be talking about higher time frame. Um, Everybody's kind of like getting on the bear side, which is fine because we kind of look like shit. But don't forget, guys, the histogram and the higher time frame hasn't really crossed to the downside yet. Like if you look at the weekly, the histogram is still. This is the PTT, by the way. If you look at the here, I have my black, gray, and gray. We're still not sub-zero, so I'm not too worried. I've been waiting for this to go above the zero line on the 12 hour for the past maybe week or so. The minute you do, that's how you know that the trend has flipped. Same thing with what we did over here on this on the 29 bottom. Understand why I was able to write it up without any concerns. I kept saying I'm not worried about nothing. Look, once you cross the zero line and momentum keeps building up, the black is the momentum. Once the momentum builds up, the way we did over here, watch, we built black momentum here and we broke to the top side. We built black momentum here, and what do we do? Made it leg down. It's fucking bearish. It's very bearish, right? You want your momentum to break to the top side. That's just the way it works. So again, like this, momentum is picking up to the downside, but instead of breaking to the downside, we went for another fucking top. So, all in all, I'm really not quite worried yet about BTC. I will be worried very soon. I'm watching the 12-hour trend line, the blue line. Once it starts going to the bottom, also 2 day. 2 day is very important, guys. Like I can't. I've been talking about the 2 day for how many months, and I really hope that it helps you guys out. The 2 day, see how it's green right now? Wait for it to pivot, guys. Wait for it to pivot. Don't. If you're gonna take leverage trades, don't go over. Don't do high leverage because these are choppy waters, and it's gonna be choppy until the quarter end. So don't lose your money. It's not worth it. We're not trending yet, right? We're still like fucking just chopping around. No decision has been made. We're not bullish. We're not bearish. We're just sitting in a fucking chop range doing nothing right now. This 2 day, RSX, you need a pivot like this. Even if it gets pivoted and goes to the top side and it comes back down, who cares? At least you grab this long over here, the first one. Then if it comes back down, grab the second one, which will be to the top side. So again, 12-hour PTT is very important. I mean, I've been saying it for the past couple of days. Put on your 12-hour PTT. Look at this. So we had our top, we had our bottom. Now we have our top at the zero line. Well, what does that mean? Well, fucking bearish, right? Yeah, it is. But it's fine because once we get the first black bar on the histogram and we're above the zero line with the actual indicator itself, the signal line, you could assume that the trend is potentially trying to flip at that moment. So, it's still, no matter what we do, it's just chop. It's just chop. Regarding price action, guys, we're still on that order block. It's a 2 day and 5 day order block. It's not gonna just break through that easy, you know. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not worried. I'm really not worried yet. I'm not worried. I know everyone's calling bear markets and shit. I'm just not worried yet. I think that we have a potential spike to the top side. All in all, my target to the top side is up here. I've been calling the same nonsense since down here and since down here. Until I see us get to $56,000, I can't assume that we're going to start a bear market or whatnot. This to me does not look like it's a lower high for us to assume that. Hold on. We're going to end up dying and going down to 27. Listen, anything could happen, right? I'm just telling you my perspective. Yes, if FUD comes through, it's gonna be fucking terrible for us, right? But I'm not gonna assume that. I'm not gonna play based on FUD. I don't care if FUD comes through. That means that the probability of my analysis was, say, I don't know, 60% correct. The probability of it panning out is 60%. FUD came out, destroyed my probability. It's fine. You live with it and you move on. I'm not gonna end up losing a house, right? I'm not overly exposed. There's a 3 day mitigation block right here. That one right there. There is no way in hell we're breaking that off the first attempt. There is also a VWAP over here. We're not breaking that off the first attempt. I'm not saying that it's gonna do this, but I'm pretty damn sure if we do have to come down here, we're gonna get a nice bounce back up, right? So all in all I'm saying is that if you look at price action and ignore oscillators completely. Actually, before I say that, let me put this on. I have to head out in like 2 minutes. Look what we did. We created a base. We did an impulse to the top side. VWAP weekly didn't get tapped. Got tapped here after we did the bearish retest. Came down, created another. Let's just call this another consolidation zone right here. But where is it? Stopped at the VWAP. So if you think about it, we went from literally this VWAP to this VWAP. That's all we did. That's all we did. There's one more level under us that needs to get tapped, which I hope we don't get tap it. This VWAP down here at 439.2. Hopefully we do not tap it. But again, I cannot see why market makers will lose this box. It doesn't make sense to me, right? So I'm playing based on what makes sense to me. And to me, this is going to be our floor until the next leg up. If we happen to break this and come down to the downside over here to fill this, you're talking about death. Like fucking death. The same way I was able to tell you guys, everybody wants us to sweep this, which one was it? It was, hold on, right here. Everybody wants us to sweep this right here, actually. Sweep this low to go to the top side. I'm like, dude, you sweep that low, you're going to die. That's very bearish. You don't sweep a low. You don't sweep a higher low that led to a higher high. That's bearish. That's not bullish. And yet we did that. What do? We sweep it. Everybody turned bullish. And then we died. Same thing with down here. You don't revisit this area if you're bullish. You're going to fucking die. Like, think about it. Why give people the opportunity to actually buy back if everybody and their mother was short down here? What are you talking about? The fucking 10% that were actually ballsy enough to long down here? Everybody was looking for shorts, calling ridiculous figures, 17, 22K, right? We were at like 27, no, we were at 28,000, I think it was, or were we? 28,000, and people were calling, hey, I'm going to short to 27,000 for an extra $1,000. It was mind-boggling. So don't make the same mistake. If you get down here, guys, we're bearish, unfortunately. We're not bullish, we're bearish. There's nothing bullish about us revisiting this area. If market makers spent 2 months down here, fuck everybody out of longs, and then impulse up, you don't revisit this area. Unless you're fucking bearish, of course, right? So if you want to be, basically if you want to assume that we're bullish the way I'm assuming that we're bullish, this doesn't get revisited, right? So in other words, what do I technically think's going on right now? I think that we're going to chop around until the quarterly VWAP. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I really highly recommend nobody over leverages until the quarterly closes. Because again, once the quarterly VWAP appears, which is going to be roughly about October 1st, somewhere here. Let's just put it here because I don't want to waste time. Right there. Once this appears, we're going to get our impulse. Whether it's going to be a BART down into an up or a BART up into a down. But that's when the real move is going to take place. So now ask yourself this question. Look at these red bars. Does this look to you, right, like we did anything significant? Absolutely not. This was one big fucking range, right? Let's grab the bottom of to the top, right? One big range. Probably it's probably going to be on 100% range, and the medium is going to be, there you go. We're spending all the time. Make a left. There you go. There's your medium. There's your median with the 0.5. Which is basically where we spend most of the time, where the quarterly VWAPs are. So we did nothing. We did nothing significant. We're still around that 46K range, right? We fucked longs by going down here completely because people were probably sold the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, you know. And we're gonna probably fuck. Hold on, shorts. Hold on. Come on. If we get up here, right? I still don't think that this is anything significant. I think that the real move is pending. And all we've been doing in this box is just taking 3 months here and 3 months here of chop. You can tell by the quarterlies. We spent 3 months here and 3 months here. And now we're going to open up a new quarterly, and hopefully this one acts like support. And we'll go to the top side. If you look at it from a 5-day perspective, let's draw a little bit of a pattern. Okay. Again, 5-day order block. Okay. So this to me is bullish. Bullish. It's bullish. You could do it any way you want. You could put it this way. Doesn't matter how you do it. To me, it's bullish. You know, especially if we don't break the 5-day block. Jesus Christ, bears are gonna be eliminated. Like you don't understand what's gonna happen because if this thing breaks up, this is a fucking 5-day breakout. You're talking about an instant target of at least. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to burp on the mic. $88,000. It's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. It's at least 100% move from the bottom here, right? From the wick that we had the other day. If we do a breakout. Now, what's going to hurt the most is if we do a fake breakout, which I'm still anticipating will take place, to $56,000, and then we come back. That is what I'm really anticipating. I've been anticipating it since down here that we're gonna do a fake breakout to the top side and come back into this goddamn little channel, and then it's more ranging and more chop until end of year news of some kind of positive crypto factor. Otherwise, guys, trade safe. I'm still long bias. You know me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna flip flop because if I flip flop, I lose money. It's not about credibility. I personally do not like losing money. I don't give a fuck about Twitter. You guys see, I'm not in that shit hyping stuff up. I don't give a shit, man. I'm trying to make money and I'm trying to disappear. I'm not trying to get fucking. I'm not trying to become an influencer where, I don't like this. I'm not trying to become an influencer where I'm on Twitter all day wasting my time, bro, like a loser. You know what I'm saying? So, I love giving back to the community. I love helping people out. This doesn't make sense. I don't like this right here, but I'm here to make money, man. That's it. And my goal here is to produce as much capital as I can, buy some properties, and hopefully retire by the time I'm 40. And help as many people as I can. I love talking crypto. I love helping people out. I hate ignorant people. I hate people that hype shit up. I hate people that are flipping bear to bull in a matter of like 24 hours. Stick to a fucking theory, man. If it doesn't pan out, oh well. Call it a day. Move on. And find out why it didn't work. That's how you become better, right? Guys, trade safe. This is still going to chop around until the quarter end. And if I were you, I'd probably turn everything off over here like this. Everything except for the trend band. I'm not even kidding you. Now wait until this thing grabs the bottom. See this blue line? You gotta see it. You have to see it curling. Either black or curl. You have to see this. This thing's still pointing down. Another bad thing is the 2-day. See this? You need to see this thing pivot to the top side. You have to. Otherwise, chop. PTT, the trend, 2-day, you need to get a green activation. We don't have one. We do not have a green activation. You need green. At least we're curling to the top side. But again, doesn't matter. You need green. More often than not, you're not going to break the histo. Right? But we still need green. Doesn't matter. We need green. And that's it. Guys, I mean, that's pretty much all I could tell you guys right now. I really hope that everybody's trading safe. Let me see something. One more thing before I get out of here. I want to give you a price range because some people don't even look at oscillators. So if we do, that's the top for one. Oh yeah, catch a deviation, and then this is the width that led to the lower high. So, but no, this is the consolidation. So this was your 1, 2 order block here. Yeah, okay. So we're still lit within this fucking choppy range shit over here, unfortunately. Yep. This is what you should be looking at. Okay, so deviation to the top side, hopefully deviation to the bottom side. Close the weekly above the $42,000 level, which is going to be fucking massive. And then your first target should be automatically this mitigation block. I'm going to make this red because this is the most important level to break above. So more along the lines of, hey, can we close the weekly above this? Cool. What happens when we go up here? Higher low, in hopes, higher low. Then we target the top, which is, don't even worry about this. This is not going to be significant to me. If we get above this block right here, this 46K block, this mitigation block, which chances are is going to be very hard to get above this mitigation block, guys. Then your target is going to be $50,000 because you want to get, you have your peak, your deviation, and you want to get at least, I don't even know if there's VWAPs up there, but there's got to be some kind of confluence there that's going to give us Do we have anything up there? Do we have anything, sir? Oh, we have it all the way up here. Yeah, right here. Okay, good. Boom, boom. I'm gonna leave this up here. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's call previous day VWAP. There we go, sirs. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. All this. Okay, guys. So this is basically what I want to see. Let the quarterly VWAP appear. Hopefully we don't go down. If we go down, guys, I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. If we do happen to go down based on price action, this is your level that you want to long. Well, this is the level that I'm going to long. This is not financial advice. Long zone. Right there. The reason why we're long in this is because this is a previous weekly VWAP here, which is orange, into an order block, which has yet to be tapped. The only reason why this is probably going to be a significant level is because this low, again, this low grabbed all the liquidity before making the impulse to the top side. Remember that. Remember, well, how many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles. Grab the liquidity. Yeah, I'll make it so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Grab the liquidity and went all the way made an impulse to the top side. This box should not break. This order block has a lot of demand inside. It's not going to break off the first attempt. So if we do happen to get some kind of fuckery going down here, I'm going to long it again. First target is TP this. Hopefully you retest this and then TP this. 46 is going to be a very hard level to break, guys. I'm telling you right now, you got a VWAP at 46.7 and you have a mitigation block between 44.9 and $46,000. I'm gonna name this because mitigation block, heavy resistance. For those who are not quite sure what mitigation blocks are, it's basically a fuck you level. It's stronger than an order block in my eyes, in my perspective. I trade strictly off them. But if I don't have any mitigation blocks, then I do happen to have to use order blocks. So this is what I'm looking at right now, guys. If you deviate the top more often than not, you deviate the bottom, which in hopes that we are deviating the bottom right now. But if we do happen to go for one more leg down, I'm going to long between 37, well, I'll just say 38,000 and 59,000. Again, I would assume that this low will hold. This will be the fucking local low until we get back up to $50,000. Guys, trade very safe because this is very choppy. I don't think we're going to make a trend move until after the quarterly closes. Any questions, feel free to DM me or the guys in the Discord. And again, don't over leverage. It's not the time to over leverage. When we start trending to the top side and we pivot, like when we pivoted down here and over here, I promise you I'm going to spam everybody that we could actually unleash the leverage. Because at this point, anything you open, any longs you open from here, anything, even if it's the worst altcoin, if you have a BTC move like this, even if you're sitting in the biggest shitcoin and you do like a 15 or 20x, you're going to print money. So the goal is to only play these pivots and just avoid the little in-betweens. Like, you don't need to play these little nonsense pivots, right? Okay, guys, cheers. Trade safe. Enjoy your day.